What's up, NASCAR Heat 2 fans? David Land here, and welcome to a special investigative video. Now, you may have already remembered a similar video to this in which I titled, Plate Racing Does It Suck? On NASCAR Heat 2, trying to investigate whether it was still just as bad as it was in NASCAR Heat Evolution. And I was pleased to report, at least at Daytona, that the racing was fantastic and very realistic to how plate racing is in 2017. But what I didn't do in that video was race at Talladega. So today, in honor of the fact that Talladega is this weekend, and usually that is one of the most crazy races in the whole NASCAR season, the fall race at Talladega, we are going to run it. A 25% race with 3 stages, and of course we're doing it in the Cup Series with Senpai Larson's Credit One bank car, which is of course going to be his full-time paint scheme, I would assume, next year. And for the rest of the season, because no more Target. Target is bye-bye. It's such a shame, but whatever. Alright, so we're starting from the back. Let's see how far we can move up in a 25% race. Alright, here we go. Starting at the back as Kyle Larson. Certainly seems like the grid is fairly realistic. We've got a lot of small teams back there. Back here, I should say. Maybe not David Reagan in the back of the plate track. But we can't have it all, can we? As I totally bully David Reagan quite a bit there. Quite a bit there. As we get in behind DJ Kennington, of course, he shows up at all the plate races. Because he owns a plate race car, so, you know, why not? It's a good business decision, right? As we're starting to fall back a little bit here on the back straightaway. Working our way off into turn number 3. Oh, they're 4 wide for a second there. Earnhardt looked to the outside. Timmy Hill has already lost the draft, so that's fairly realistic. And behind Cole Witt. Let's see what we can do here. Possibly looking to the outside. Nope, nobody's out there. Nobody is out there. David, get back in line. Yeah, this is going to be a lot of sitting in line, I feel like. At least at the start of this race. Now, what I'm concerned about, and what was a big problem at Daytona were green flag pit stops, and it looks like we're going to have to take one of those during this stint, or during this stage, I should say, as we work our way down to the inside of David Reagan. Try not to trigger the, or go underneath the yellow line, as there's, whoa, well, we had to go under the yellow line there. We may have improved our position a little bit, but it was because looked like Landon Castle got fired in the middle of the race and he decided to slow down. So unfortunate for Landon Castle, but away he goes. So now we're going to get a test of the pack because it got split up a little bit. How's the single file racing and drafting work? We're able to hang kind of tough here on the bottom. We really should be getting in line if we want to catch this group out ahead. So I kind of got to move Flying Ryan up the track a little bit there. Get Corey LaJoy and Eric Jones hooked up here, or at least hook up with Eric Jones here. Try to shove him up into Suarez. This feels like an Xfinity race and not a Cup race, but times are a-changing, and these are the drivers in the Cup Series now. As we're still trying to shove Jones, it seems like he doesn't want to go. Bump drafting was not very effective on Eric Jones. I'm not really sure why. And then we'll get up behind Daniel Suarez here. Give him a little bit of a shot. Try to move him up into this pack. There we go. Well, I don't know why Eric Jones just didn't want to go. But now we'll start to form this pack up a little bit more. Of course, with the stages, even if the pack gets split up, it's not going to be split up for very long. Nobody's really getting a lead either, which is nice to see. I think it's maybe Stenhouse out in front, which that would be fairly realistic considering recent plate racing events on the recent NASCAR calendar. In fact, I think Stenhouse has won the last 2 plate races, if I'm not mistaken. As of recording of this video, we don't know. At least as I'm recording this, I do not know the results of the Talladega race this coming weekend. The fall Talladega race, which I don't think has a sponsor. The spring race does, the fall race does not. It used to be the EA Sports 500, if I'm not mistaken. I think that was the fall Talladega race. And it was also the race where they threw beer at Jeff Gordon once because Dale Jr. didn't win. I will say about Junior Nation, they have definitely Once they got off the Budweiser and moved to Mountain Dew, they've been much more calm and cool and collected. Junior Nation drinking 24 cans of Budweiser during a 500-mile race, or 499 or whatever stupid measurement they are using at this track. Yeah, that didn't ever go well, as we almost crashed making fun of Junior Nation. And that's probably a karma. Whoa, Suarez, what are you doing, son? What are you doing? Well, we're gonna test out the yellows. Wow, wow. Oh my God. Well, everybody's gonna take the opportunity to pit. Somehow it says my car doesn't need any repairs. I'm gonna say it does need repairs. We're just gonna come in, take 4 tires and full fuel load here. We're gonna fall back to 27th, but it's not gonna be too far. The body is clearly deformed, and somehow I got no damage from that crash. I'll never understand it. As we get back to racing here, we've got Gase and Hill and all these guys all together with us. A lot of the back markers had kind of got to move up into the center of the pack after that Landon Castle incident. And then I took more of the front pack with me when Suarez kind of scared me a little bit. I'm not going to lie, he spooked me. We're going to move up the track just a little bit. And here we go. Pack's really starting to form up now. Down the back straightaway, 195, 197, 198. Can we get to 200? I've seen 205. I saw 205 at Daytona. I don't know if we'll do that here, but we got 3 lanes of traffic working here. As Cody Ware forced me up the track just a little bit. And running 3 wide, boys. This is kind of slowing us all down. 201, there you go. 203, 204. We're going to get, yeah, 205, maybe even 206. I saw 206 for a brief, glimmering second there. So very fast straightaway speeds here in this big pack, with a push from the back and behind and a push in front. As we got a lot of the purple cars up here. We're going around Cody Ware, getting the draft off of Denny. 206. Are we gonna get, wow, 207, 208. Wow, with speed, unbelievable in the draft. 208. That is the speed you can't even get to it in Michigan. And Michigan is unrestricted engines. Good grief. And we're just going to work around the outside here and try a little bit of contact with Cody Ware. Not really what I wanted to be doing. 3 laps to go in the stage. I don't think we're going to get stage points, even though it really doesn't matter because, you know, it's a single race. Here we go. Working our way in behind Ware. 200 miles an hour. Getting underneath Ware. Getting that draft off of Hamlin. You can see we're going 207 miles an hour, but we're not making up very much ground. So that tells you the draft is very effective for the rest of the competitors, especially here at Talladega. I mean, these are incredible speeds for stock cars to be running, especially this close together. Makes it very tense. Can't wait till we start getting some career mode races on these plate tracks with some regularity as we move up to Xfinity and trucks. That's going to be nuts. As Blaney moves up the track just a little bit, we'll stick in behind Hamlin here. Big time draft. 200, 2, 3. Bump draft with Hamlin. Try to get him down into turn 3 quickly. It's not going to work yet. We're all just running in a line. Now, I am just absolutely riding Hamlin's bumper, and it's not like spinning him out in the corners. So you kind of can tandem in the corners, which isn't really realistic. Then again, I don't really think anybody's moving all that fast, or it's really having that much of an effect. Let's see if we can sneak down to the inside of Denny. Didn't work there. In fact, that kind of screwed me, because getting out of the draft actually allowed Ryan Blaney to get to the outside and Jamie McMurray to slip down in front of us. So we'll go to the extreme inside. Not going to work again. That's going to actually lose us more momentum. So wow, we fell out of favor quick with the pack. So now we'll get in the old sucker hole. And it looks like Wow, that's McDowell moving down in front of me. We just got into him just a little bit. We moved him up the track. Again, just a little bit. And there is the end of the stage. I hadn't even paid a lick of attention to the stages. And we will finish 19th in stage numero uno. Everybody is pitting, so I guess we will do the same. Yeah, let's repair the car. And we are going to go back to green here. 19th place, halfway up the field. Let's see what we can do as the green is about to come out, and there it is. So we only got 10 laps in this stage. We've got 10 laps of fuel, so we should be able to make it to the end. As we get to the inside of McDowell and underneath the McDonald's car. So many Micks. All of the Micks. As we get in behind Hamlin, it looks like Blaney really wanted to come to the inside there. Thankfully, I was smart and blocked that lane advancement by Blaney. Now we'll work up to 196 miles an hour. Still not completely up to speed yet. Car was working up the field, or working up the track just a little bit. We do have fresh tires on this thing because, of course, we just did pit. So I'm not really sure why it's working up the track a little bit. Harvick moves down in front of us. Let's go to the top lane. We'll work with old Junebug in his last Daytona or a Talladega race, whatever track this is. What track is? I'm at the wrong track. Come on, Junebug, let's go. Let's get you on up. Get Junior Nation a victory in our last Talladega race. What if that'll actually happen? I feel like one of two things are going to happen to Junior. He's not going to finish third. He's either going to win the race because he's clearly, for some reason, going to have incredible pace, and he's going to be like, how did he get that pace? That's interesting. You might even use the R word. He has a bigger restrictor plate. But anyway, or he's going to be involved in an absolutely horrendous crash. I feel like it's one of the two is going to befall Junior. That's my prediction anyway. For Dale Jr.'s last Talladega. So we get in here up at the top lane. Still not a lot of movement. Looks like Matt DiBenedetto is second in the pack. It looks like Bain may be leading the race, but DiBenedetto is second because I see the third of the purple cars up there. And it's kind of the lighter purple of the E.J. Wade car. As we're just stuck here in the outside lane. Nowhere really to go, even though we have methodically been moving up the field. In behind Boyer. Working to the outside. Nope. Get back in line, David. Thank you. And here we go. Some big speed coming down into turn one. 204 through the center of the corner, down to 200. Scrubbing off quite a bit of speed now as we exit turn 2. How many laps to go in the stage? I assume 7 because I just saw 7 on the fuel. Let's work to the outside of Dale Jr. Try to slingshot around him. A little bit of side draft going on there. And it didn't work. Did not work. We've got to do that on the exit of a corner. I don't know how to get that run, the proper run that we really need, though. As you can see, McMurray going to the inside, and he was trying to force me up the track just a little bit. There's Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch making a move to the inside. Don't you dare, Kyle Busch. It seems like the inside lane is the one moving. Oh, there was an AI making an interesting line choice there of Clint Boyer, it looked like. Well, we may have to fall in behind Kyle Busch. Well, maybe not. We'll get a really, really good draft off of McFlurry here. 206. Kind of bully Kyle Busch a little bit. Kyle Busch. We're still on the outside. Just not able to make up very much time. Well, we're going to sneak through the middle here. We're making a Jamie McMurray move behind Jamie McMurray, and we leave Dale Jr. out to dry. Junior Nation is going to be very upset. We had to make a move. I'm so sorry, Dale. You'll have to get him next time. Oh, wait. No, you won't get him next time, will you? There is no next time. Except for that one random Xfinity race at Daytona you're going to run next year. That nobody's talking about for some reason. Alright, here we go. Oh, well, Danica has completely chosen the wrong lane. We're going to go 3 wide. 2 Stewart-Haas cars. The 2 Stewart-Haas cars that always crash, by the way. And Jamie McFlurry. That does not instill me with a lot of confidence. As here come the pit stops. And we've got a yellow, so clearly the AI could not handle it. Well, that's not the stage end, so I am not going to pit. We're going to stay out. We're going to try to take the stage win. I think that is a good idea. So we got Brad Keselowski, maybe one of the most prolific plate racers currently in NASCAR, and here we go. 2 laps to go. And we are getting way too big of a lead. We are going to get eaten alive here in a second. Watch the gap. We pulled out to a ½ a second lead on acceleration. And how quickly is it going to dissipate? Oh dear, here comes. Okay, so we're going to have to play the Pied Piper Talladega. Here, we're going to have to block 1 lane that's coming, 2 lane that's coming. So we've got Stenhouse and Keselowski. We're blocking them both. All right, we're going to get this stage win. Here comes DiBenedetto to the outside. Oh, my God, Matt DiBenedetto. All by himself. How? Okay. Wow, Matt DiBenedetto slingshots himself to the lead here at Talladega. There's contact between Austin Dillon and Brad Keselowski. There comes the Smithfield car around the outside. Wow, a lot of Fords up here. Why is Keselowski accusing the Toyotas of cheating? It's clearly the Fords, since Matt DiBenedetto is leading the friggin' stage. All right, here we go. Last lap of stage number 1, or stage number 2. How high can we get here in the standings? Everybody's really going for it here, and we're going to go for it as well. We're actually going to push Brad Keselowski here. And of course, unique thing about Talladega, the start-finish line's on the other side of the straightaway. It's going to be a drag race. Oh, DiBenedetto's not going to win the stage. In fact, he's going to fall behind all of us as we get third in stage number 2. But that means we're going to have to come in pretty much immediately into the pits. And nobody else is. Wonderful. Wonderful. But I'm going to take this opportunity to loosen the car up just a little bit. Just a smidge. We're not going to loosen her up too much. And add a little bit of tape to the grill. And of course, we're going to be at the back as Cody Ware gets the lucky dog. So I guess he was one of the cars that crashed. In fact, we got a lot of crash cars back here. Look at Chase Elliott and Joey Gase and Cole Witt. They've all got damage all to their cars. So might be a good idea to stay away from them. You never know what's going to happen on these restarts with what AI cars are going to run into trouble. So we get in behind Reed Sorensen here. Try to build the speed up a little bit. Not working yet as we work our way down the back straightaway. And actually we're losing positioning. Cole Witt falls off the end of the draft. But I guess Chase Elliott was going to be fast. What a shocker. As they go 4 wide, they are now officially 4 wide. And that is Michael McDowell on the extreme outside. Ay. Okay, so 17 laps to go, but 9 laps of fuel remaining. But everybody's going to have to pit. In fact, these guys are going to pit before us. So if there is a green flag pit stop, it's going to be very interesting to see how the field gets back together here at Talladega. Trying to get underneath Reed Sorensen. He almost slipped to the inside, or almost slipped in front of us, but it didn't quite happen. Jeffrey Earnhardt to the extreme outside, out there. And again, we're falling back. In fact, we allowed we were so slow going through turn 1, we allowed Cole Witt to get the draft back and latch on. So now we'll run in behind Sorensen here. Again, just try to get a run We'll get up behind Earnhardt, Jeffrey. And again, wow, I'll tell you, the AI are very fast. It's probably, if the physics takes this into account, it might be the fact that they're all low on fuel, and I am not, as Sorensen makes a very wide move there. And this may be trouble because it looks like we're almost about to lose the draft. That's a bit worrisome. No, we're not, because somebody's going to have trouble in the mid-pack. It's Danica. Danica just completely split the pack. Good job, Danica. All right. So we'll be able to run on a line here with Earnhardt, Kyle Busch, Eric Jones, and now we've got pit stops occurring as well, just to add to the chaos. Brad Keselowski coming into the pits. Could be a routine stop, could not be. It would be strange to me that this game would mercy kill 2 cars on 1 lap, though. As we get into the inside of Jeffrey Earnhardt, whose car is looking very sad after what you would assume was a crash coming into the pit lane, because it seems like a lot of the backmarker teams were caught out by that. So we're going to work underneath Eric Jones and sneak to the inside. We'll hang him out to dry. I'm guessing all of these guys are coming in since they're all down to the inside. But hey, guess what? That's where the draft is. We're just going to have to be very careful as they come in on this lap. And I wonder if there's going to be some trouble here. Cars getting off the pit lane. Well, it works a little bit better, it seems, at Talladega than it does at Daytona. They definitely give you that warning down on the inside before they come into the pits. And Eric Jones looking to the inside, but he was unable to pull off the pass, but we will get on the apron there. That was a big mistake. I was so intent on blocking Jones that I forgot, hey, you know, you need to run the racetrack too, dude. So that's a shame. But Cody Ware in behind us, and I think Cody Ware pitted as well as getting the lucky dog. So he's going to be able to stay out as long as we are. And we've got more trouble. Austin Dillon looks like he's very slow. Unless everybody ran out of fuel, that may be a possibility as well, because that is a very slow Smithfield car. And that is Cody Ware going to the lead. I probably should have raced him a little bit harder, but now he's breaking the air for me. We're going to come out here into traffic. I don't want to see any LePaging going on. None yet, though in the Daytona race I ran in career mode, there was a LePage that happened, and a lot of guys got caught up in it. As we're going to give Logano a shot here. We're going to try to get some, we're going to try to get a draft going here, because otherwise we're not going to catch Cody Ware. We've still got 4 laps of fuel. Looks like Ware may be coming into the pits this time around. We'll see. It looked like he was running kind of low and kind of slow. And off he goes into the pits. Cody Ware, the leader. That'll mean we go to the front. So now, thank God we caught the draft. That's all I'm saying. We would have been in big doo-doo as we've got more cars peeling out of the pits. Be careful, AI, be careful. Very nice. Nicely done. Oh, I almost crashed. It looks like they may get held up by these guys out in front of them, but that helps me because it doesn't mean I lose the draft off of Logano. We'll get a really big toe down here into turn 3. Just hang with it, David. Just hang with it. Try to stay in the draft as best you can. Allmendinger all by himself on the outside. He's going to try to sneak in there. Nope, I had way too good of a run. Way too good of a run. We'll get into the back of Logano here. Actually lose some speed doing that. I don't really want to be on the outside. It looks like they're passing Ryan Newman, who's running all by his lonesome. So, no thank you, Ryan. You can go to the back of that line. The draft definitely works. I mean, if you're in line, it's way faster than if you're, you know, going solo. Unlike NASCAR Heat Evolution, where it was just like you could pass people no matter what if the pack was split up. This is definitely not that. As we're actually forming up quite a group here. We got Joey Logano and Trevor Bayne and Jimmy the Juggernaut Johnson all in here. This is a good little group here. Okay, so we got 2 laps remaining on fuel. And we'll have to make a green flag stop as we got 10 laps to go here in the race. So we'll just have to take on enough fuel for 10 laps. I think that should be 2 cans, so we may take 2 tires as well, seeing as we're going to need to take on a lot of fuel anyway. Well, we might be able to take on 1.5 cans. It goes to 1 lap there on that midpoint of the back straightaways. We're going to make a 3-wide move about to come into the pits, but hey, you're supposed to have a good in-lap and a good out-lap when you're coming into the pits and trying not to lose too much time. So we're going to peel off and get down from 201 miles an hour down to 55. I think we should be able to do it quite easily. So a 2-tire stop here, 2 cans of fuel. This should not be too long of a stop, but you never know. It seems like the tire changers are in slow motion. Oh my gosh. All right, here we go. 11 seconds in the pits. And we come out with the lead. We've got exactly 10 laps of fuel. And there's 9 laps to go in the race. And here comes the pack. Oh, God almighty. De Benedetto is leading. De Benedetto is leading. I don't know if you guys saw that, but De Benedetto is leading. And I guess you can have confidence in the AI. They will miss you as you come out of the pits. They're not just going to ram it into the back of you. As Timmy Hill just tried to kill me there. Alright, come on. And look how long it takes you to get back up to pack speed. Alright. McFlurry, come on. Work with me. You're my teammate. You're my teammate. And we've got pit stops occurring again. Oh dear. Pit stops occurring again. Did we just shave an extra pit stop off that we're not going to need to use? Oh boy. We've got 8 laps to go in the race, 9 laps on the fuel. Well, we may be clean as sailing right here. No, we won't, because the yellow has come out. BS yellow has screwed not only Greg Biffle, but has now screwed me when I'm playing Kyle Larson. Oh, God almighty. All right, well, we're not going to pit. We're going to be able to run this lead pack here. And, in fact, not a lot of the pack actually pitted. Stenhouse, De Benedetto, Hamlin, Busch, all those guys. All the guys who have been running up at the front today are still running up at the front. All right, so we're not going to let the pack get a run on us this time. I'm going to lift off the gas and very easily bring the field down. And here we go. This is a little bit better. De Benedetto going to give us a shot. Or going to give us at least an aerodynamic push. We've got a battle with Ricky Stenhouse, the king of the plate tracks. And Casey Kane and Timmy Hill, 3 wide. Kane just put Stenhouse out to dry. Hill is pushing Kane to the lead. Kane is going to dip down in front of me. Keselowski and Stenhouse and De Benedetto all going to go 3 wide. Well, here comes Timmy Hill looking for the lead. Talladega always produces first-time winners. But Hill makes a pretty low move there in going into turn 1. It makes you wonder, is he going to be pitting? Will this whole front group be pitting? They didn't pit, remember, before the yellow. Can they make it on fuel? As we've got 7 laps on our fuel, we are good to the end, easily so. And now here comes Almirola to the outside. Keselowski just ahead. Timmy Hill now goes to the lead. Is he going to lead a lap here at Talladega? As we get a really good run on Keselowski. What's going to happen here? Looks like maybe... No, Timmy Hill. Timmy Hill is going to lead a lap at Talladega, it looks like, because it doesn't look like Keselowski's going to get there. And I certainly won't. But now Keselowski's going to make his move down to the inside, possibly past Timmy Hill. Nope, not going to happen. Oh, hey, we're going to work up the track a little bit. Well, if we can't win it, it'd be nice for another Chevy to win it. Certainly those darn Fords. Well, are we going to go? We're not going to go with Keselowski. Screw Keselowski. We're going to form a Chevy lane up at the top with Timmy Hill It's Fords versus Chevys. It's Fords versus Chevys, and it looks like the Fords may be getting the best of us there. Oh, that was a little bit dirty by DiBenedetto there. Moved me up the track. Well, that was a mistake. All right, well, remember, kids, if you have a choice to go with Brad Keselowski or Timmy Hill, go with Brad Keselowski. As DiBenedetto moves back up to third, Timmy Hill's going to get hung out to dry, I believe. Yeah, he's toast. So we got 2 laps to go, which is essentially an eternity here at Talladega as we make our way on the yellow line, not beneath it. I'd say that's legal. Well, it's not going to matter anyway because I slid the car going into turn 2, and we're still going to just hang out back here. Looks like Timmy Hill's at least been picked up by Casey Kane, but it feels like he's a little too far back to actually make anything happen as Kurt Busch comes in behind us, the Daytona 500 champion. All right, let's see if we can get a run here as Almirola goes to the lead. DiBenedetto is going to follow him in. Keselowski with help from Dillon on the outside. 1 lap to go. Presented by Credit One Bank. What a great sponsor tie-in that is. Okay. Oh, that was a big mistake there. It was a big mistake there. All right, we can push DiBenedetto to the lead at least, and then possibly dump him here coming to the flag. Okay, we've got to get around DiBenedetto now. He's a boat anchor. Can we get Eric Almirola in behind him? We're going to have to get that run. Austin Dillon behind us. He's going to push us. But are we going to have a run on Almirola getting to the line? Here we go. 200 miles an hour. I don't think we're close enough. I think Eric Almirola is going to win at Talladega. We'll come in second. Woo! That was a tough race. Good job, NASCAR Heat 2. Good job. So that was plate racing at Talladega. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Did it suck? I would say some of the drivers running up the front was a little tad unrealistic, but you know, at the same time, there were a lot of guys up there that you would expect to be running at the front of the plate track. Eric Almirola has a few victories on plate tracks. Obviously, Brad Keselowski very strong. Stenhouse until he got hung out to dry. Austin Dillon. Yeah, I thought this was a really fun race actually. So if you did enjoy it, please leave a like on it and look at the pack staying together there. Just a few guys hanging off the back, but again, those are the kind of the guys you would expect to hang off the back. Such as Timmy Hill, or not Timmy Hill, but Cole Witt, and looks like Corey LaJoie back there. But yeah, I certainly enjoyed this. I thought it was quite a bit of fun. So if you have tried this or have your own thoughts, be sure to leave them in the comments because it will be an interesting discussion. So thank you guys so much for watching. This has been David Land on YouTube, and we will see you in the next video.